Okay, welcome everybody. Well, we needed to hack the Facebook jail now a little bit. So I'm jumping on Zoom live and hopefully you guys can join me here as well. But if not, I'm gonna provide a recording. So what happened from the moment I hit the live on Facebook button through Zoom, it's totally locked me out of my account and closed down the whole thing. So I had to recreate kind of my account and my login, and then it still didn't let me go live. So it just restricted me completely. But we are here because I'm rooted in the service and I'm going to provide this training for you guys because this is a topic that keeps coming back to me. This is one of the issues that almost everybody, I hear it from everybody that now my energy is low and I need to learn, I want to learn how to boost my energy. I don't have the motivation, and all that. And so I really felt like I needed to jump on here and have a training on how can we biohack our energy. And this is so, and I'm going to start sharing my screen. And this is a very deep training or deep topic. So I'm gonna stop here. There you go. So hopefully it shows properly. And before I really jump in, I want to share this quote from Albert Einstein because he was one who really connected the dots of, and you see the topic there, the energy and the energetic. So there's two aspects of our energy and energetic system. So when you first hear the word energy, like how you can boost your energy or what's your energy level, what do you think of first? You think of the physical level, right? So like what is that's going on that you feel like drained, you feel like you're having hard times getting out of bed and all that. So that's what we think about first. But there's also another aspect, that's the energetic. So we're gonna get to that as well. But before that, as I said, I want to share this quote here quickly because it says so much already ahead. So everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. So he was one who connected those two, kind of like the quantum and the energy, like our own energy as well. So as I said, there's two aspects of it. And now I'm gonna kind of change the order of it a little bit and start with the physical energy because that's most of you are probably here to hear that. But the bad news here is for that to really get that boost, you have to have that energetic alignment. But we're going to get to that as well because it's very, very critical. So how can we biohack on the physical level and the biological level our energy? Well, first of all, you have to clean your house. You have to clean that temple, the temple where your soul lives. If your soul is not happy within, because let's say you've been making not the right choices, lifestyle, food choices, we'll get to that as well, then your body starts filling up with toxins, and it's gonna get very, very limited when it needs all the energy to sort out those toxins, to get rid of them, and to keep you clean, to keep you healthy, to keep you alive even. So it takes a tremendous amount of energy, even just the digestive part itself. So, and no matter almost like how clean you eat, we still take in some, breathe in some, go through our skin. So you can't fully avoid getting some toxins and unwanted chemicals built up in your body. So it is very critical to clean the gutters, literally and less literally as well. So, and this is very true, not just for our physical body, but for our emotions and thoughts. We're going to get there, I promise. But yes, first of all, so you have to start with a clean temple for your soul to feel aligned and energized in there. so you can go and live your sacred mission, to live your purpose, to be able to be present for your family, for your loved ones, for yourself, for your own dreams, for your work, whatever it is that you do, what you desire. And then second, so I'm not giving you direct tools to how to boost that energy in the physical level, but some of them is gonna sound like cliche, but they are very, very important. Like the second one, eat food. Eat, which I mean like eat clean food. Eat not just food looking foods like substances that we find in the stores, like prepackaged and all the processed things. Eat real, organic, clean, whole foods. That's going to give you the fuel. If you eat, and it's going to link to the energetic level as well. But if you keep eating your donuts, it might feed you for like 2 seconds in a way that's like, ah, now it feels good. And then what? Then you start feeling guilty. Then you're feeling all that refined toxic sugar builds up in your system. And then what? You might get the boost, and then you just collapse. You crash. That's the sugar crash there and all that. So yeah, make the right choices and the right food choices. And the third element is change your physicality, which means just notice without now changing anything. If you're sitting, notice your posture. What is your body doing at the moment? And now, and even I'm noticing myself. See, we need those reminders just to really change your position, change your posture, sit in a way that you can be proud of. And notice already the shift, how much it can change your energetic body. And I'm not gonna demonstrate that, but start jumping, start bouncing up and down, go for a run, go for a walk, just breathe in fresh air and move your body, change your physicality, change your energy. They are very, very, very directly linked and connected. And one of the other reasons to do that and change your physicality and move and get yourself moving, to get out of your head. Because as long as you're in head, you're going to feed yourself with those thoughts, negative thoughts that are no longer serving you. Maybe they never have even. We will talk about that in a second. So getting out of our heads and get into our body, the body is always present. If you tune into your body and connect with your senses, the physical senses, what you feel like in your physical body, literally, that's going to pull you out of your head and drop you into the present moment. And then you no longer dragging yourself with battling with like past experiences and memories or fearing the future. You're going to be right there in the moment. So that's one other core reason why we need to drop into our body and move a little bit more and really pay attention. Set little notes, like put little sticky notes up on your refrigerator, the mirror, on your phone, to check on your posture. And of course, there's a ton of other benefits to that when we are aligned physically and with our spine is right, and we keep space for in our stomach for our organs to breathe, like literally, to and not collapsing ourselves. So when you open up that frontal channel, now we're gonna link it a little bit again to the energetics. That's going to have that channel open, so the energy, your energy and the energetic can be aligned and flow properly. Reduce the environmental toxins. Now that's another huge topic that is one pillar of, cleaning the toxins out. That's not only important with the foods, but the environmental toxins as well. So there's part of our training how to do that, to be able to live in a clean, energetic environment and not a draining environment. One of another good hack here is decrease the blue light, the artificial blue light exposure. What is that? We are surrounded by artificial blue light. Blue light is a light source coming from the sun as well. So it's by itself, it's not bad. But with our created artificial blue lights coming from our screen, our laptops, our TV, our phone, all that is going to mess with your circadian rhythm, which is, the circadian rhythm is the part of your system that will recognize and keep that rhythm going with the day and the night. So if you are exposed to a blue light that normally naturally is supposed to come through the sun during the day, if now you're getting it from your phone and from your screen and laptop and TV and all those at night, when your brain shouldn't naturally get those, that's going to mess up that natural rhythm and will send those messages to the brain and like, oh, this is daytime, so I should be up and running instead of just chilling out and soothing. So, and that's going to affect your sleep and sleep patterns and the ability to get a good night rest. And then what's going to do, you can put it in the chat if you'd like. So yeah, that's not going to do any good to your energetics and energy, of course. So what you can do is set those blue light filters on your phone, on your screen. There are, in the newer phones, it's built in naturally already, and in laptops as well, but you can download apps like Twilight and all those. Flux, that's another one I used on my laptop. So yes, that's a good one to pay attention to. And drinking more water, that's also a cliche, but that's going to keep your house clean and wash out those toxins. And we are made of water, guys. So if you drink fresh, clean water, not out of the plastic bottle, not, yeah, preferably not from the store, in the plastic bottle. So that's going to make a difference. And a few more cliche, like exercising, but I'm going to shift that around a little bit. Exercise from your heart. What does that mean? Not on the necessarily on the physical level, and not for like over an hour, so not even over exercising. But what I mean by that, exercise from your heart, if you go for a run, like every day, or like it's in your routine to go for that run. If you go for that run just to go for a run, is it going to give you the energy? If it's going to be just a necessary thing that, oh, I need to go to the gym just to burn some calories so I can eat the foods are like the not very good food choices even. So, but I burn those off, so it's fine. So if that's your reason to go to the gym, go to, you know, do some kind of an exercise just because you have to, because otherwise you feel guilty, or otherwise you just feel whatever emotion comes in, or thoughts, or, you know, those patterns, the thought patterns also comes in, that puts you into that exercising state instead of your heart, because it feels good. So if you do some exercise, even just go for a run, if you do that because it lifts you up, now that's when it's going to affect your energy level in a really, really nice way. If you just go for a run because like, okay, I have to, otherwise this or that, what is going to do? It's going to drain you. So find something, some kind of an exercise, and don't over exercise even, because then it can turn back on you in a way that then you'll feel even like having lower energy, because you, like, your body spent so much energy on that, like boosting that for it to be able to maintain that hour plus or something exercise, unless that's how it works for you. So that's another really key element, like tune into your body and find what is working for you. Another step is a non-negotiable, soul-aligned self-care foundation. So what I mean by that, how many times, gosh, we hear that, like, oh, I don't have time for do this or that. That's, you know, even if it's exercise, if it's meditation, if it's yoga, whatever it is, like, oh yeah, I know I really need to do that, but yeah, I just don't know where to put it in my day. Like that's when you need it the most. And you know what? That's something I really had to learn as well. And not, you know, postponing and not finding all the excuses, just find a way that how I could build that in. Okay, I didn't have time to, I still don't really, to do yoga like for an hour every day, but how can I get around it? Yes, I can do 10 minutes, I can do 15 minutes, and it's going to do that. Like I don't feel guilty, you know, taking the time to like over exercise even. So but those little chunks I could build into my day. And if it's 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. But just the key is to make it non-negotiable and make it the soul aligned. I mean, something as with same thing what I shared with the exercise. Do something that is really uplifting. If it's dancing for your favorite songs for 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, I do that. If that's going to lift your soul up, do that and keep it, put in your schedule, block out your calendar. That's your time. That's your 10 minutes time, 15 minutes time, whatever it is. Just make it yours and make it like really, that foundation is very critical. And the sleep part. Well, yes, this is something I'm very guilty in as well, to not necessarily sleeping enough. But at the same time, I help people find what they got energy for, even on the sleep level. So finding the alignment in that, like what is working for your own system. I'm not encouraging anyone to sleep less. We are usually sleeping way less than we normally should, and including usually myself as well, as I said. But find what works for you. For me, it works great that I found if I sleep even less during the week, but then I can catch up like on during the weekend. That's my me time of like not getting up early in early morning on the weekends and things like that. But and at the same time, so yeah, for some people, they run like just great aligned with like 5 hours of sleep. And if they would sleep like 7, 8, 9 hours, they would feel very, very drained. So test out what works for you. And it does take a little while for the body to align. Like I would never, ever thought that could work for me in a way, like sleeping less than the suggested or should, and I still feel great. I'm way more energy. Would you tell, or could you tell, how much I slept now? Because I'm here, this is all coming from my soul to be here to provide these, these services, I almost said, but this training, in a way, it is part of the sacred service that I'm doing for people who find their own alignment, to be able for them to biohack their abundance and their energy and all that. So this is something that's coming from my soul. And now we are getting to the other part of the topic soon, that the energetic part. But so if you have the other elements there, so if you have something that's extremely motivating and it gets you up every morning and keeps you going, then you'll be able to run on even less sleep and you'll be fine, as long as you listen to your body very, very deeply. And that's the same thing if you are in love. Let's say that's a good example. If you are in love, how much sleep do you need to feel still, just all buzzed up and just feel wonderful? Yeah, not that much. See, because you found something else that's lifting you up and just keeps those energies and those channels clear. So that's why the other elements are very, very critical. And that's what I said at the beginning, that kind of shifted the order around a little bit. So for these to be able to work right on the physical level, the other elements, the other pillar has to be right, has to be on spot. So, but we'll get there, I promise. And yeah, the slow is the new fast. That's another part that we need to be mindful of, saying the mindful. So being mindful, do something that will help you also connected to what I just said before, getting out of your head and get into your heart, which means also slowing down. Not running away from the thoughts and emotions and finding 100 different things to do at like 1 minute or 5 minutes or even an hour, but just listen to what is going on and give space, create that space to listen and just dive within and just breathe even. So if you just slow down a few times a day and take 3 deep, super deep breaths, that's gonna change your energetic system and the energy system and send different messages to the brain, and the brain will create different hormones and chemicals that will boost you up from there. So critical. Another good one, I know you guys don't want to hear this, but divorce your coffee for a little bit. And I share a quick slide on that here. Is so the caffeine myth is, when our brain is overstimulated, that's when we drink coffee in the morning, and then soon enough you feel like, oh, I'm still not fully there, so you need another one. Why is that? So caffeine works short term, and it works by inhibiting the actions of adenosine, which is a neurotransmitter in the brain that signals to the brain that it's time to sleep and rest. And when we hack our brain with having caffeine block that, that is going to just produce more, like, oh, okay, like the brain needs to produce more, but we're going to block it again, and we're going to block it again. What's going to do? You're going to get become caffeine intolerant. So your brain will constantly get a signal that, okay, we need more, but we shut that down. We quiet that message down. So then eventually in the long run, if you just keep running on your coffee, then it's going to lower your energy, and it's going to lower your mood, your cognitive function, your physical performance, everything. So what's the solution for that? Give your coffee a little bit of break. Bring in that cycle of like off and on. So give it like a week or two break. Give it like 2 days, or only drink when you really need. But if you really need it every single day, that's when you really need to bring in that gap, to that little break, and to have your system and your brain reproduce those natural, like kind of recreate that whole system with the neurotransmitters and signaling to the brain when you actually really need to sleep, and listen to your body. So like, don't numb those out, because then it will lead to burnout. So, and yeah, energetics, that's the other part of it. And it's not just our own inner energetic alignment, but it's also a little bit tapping into the quantum, which is another big topic. I don't know, or I don't think we'll have enough time for this today, but I do want to give you guys some tools and tips, to some things to think about, and really let the things sink in. One of the things that I said, the first thing that I said with the physical body, if you're filled with toxins in your guts, in your system, in your body, then you have to clean that out. But the same goes for the mind, and the same goes for the heart. So if you are constantly having those negative thoughts that's not serving you, every time, let's say if you look into the mirror, every time you go eat something that you know you shouldn't have, or whatever you think about yourself, your goals, your business, your work, your energy, whatever it is, notice your thoughts, because those negative thoughts are going to drain you, pull you down. If you think that, oh, no, I have this health issues, let's say like, oh, my parents always had or suffered from some kind of like chronic fatigue, let's say. And that's like, you just justify it for yourself in your thought on the conscious level. That's going to keep you in there. That's just one little example. But we can dive deeper, and we have to dive deeper into the belief system. If your belief system is rooted in around areas that, no, I'm not good enough for certain things, or no, I wouldn't be able to produce more money because of this and that, whatever it is, then it's going to limit your inspiration. It's going to limit your block your mood from, that really vibrant self that you can be, and it's going to lower your energy level as well. So rewiring those and bring in the positive. Same with the emotions. So if you are filled with anger, filled with guilt or sadness or trauma that you're carrying, and all those emotions that's coming with it, if you not solve those and not letting them go, those baggages, what will it do? I can put it in the chat if you like. What is that? It's going to do? It's going to drain your energy energetically. So what we can do, can bring in different, doesn't have to be even different, like multiple different ones. You can find even just one that's a high frequency positive emotion. And I share a few that are the highest. They can literally now measure the frequency of different emotions and that vibration that comes out when we have those and we embody those. And one of them is gratitude. I know it sounds like a cliche, but this is quantum magic there, guys. That's to tap into that really and embody that gratitude. And also same for even just love and joy, compassion, all those. Find something that you can be really compassionate about and or for, and find something that, what gives you the joy. find something that you can be grateful for and really embody that. It's not just like, yeah, I'm very grateful for this and that. That's, you don't let it in fully. And smile more, be nicer, breathe, accept, surrender. Even if just be nicer, what do you notice when you do something good and make someone happy? And even if you just do, you know, some kind of a little love action to a stranger, even like buying them a coffee, yeah, behind you at Starbucks or something, what is it gonna do? It will really lift you up because it will work on that energetic level and just boost your emotions and all that. So yeah, these are the little things. And this is just this is really just the tip of the iceberg here. So, and yes, stop beating yourself up. As I said before, also relax, enjoy, laugh. What do I have, or why did I put this dog picture here on the slide? Now, and I share this example, which is very, I think it makes the connection very easy. So when you have, or you ever seen a really old dog that has hard times even getting up and walk, maybe you even have to help him just, you know, just start walking and just to take a few steps or go out and go potty, whatever it is. But if you take that dog down to the beach where he used to love or still loves to go, and there are other dogs and the fresh air and the water and all that, what do you see? What do you notice? That dog's going to turn into a puppy and start running and just loving itself and just playing and all that, literally hacking his age. So that's what we can do when you find something that is really gives you joy, it really gives you that fulfillment. And now we're going to tap into the purpose part. So finding your soul's purpose, how does it come to the energy? Oh my gosh, guys. If you find that what is really in your soul, what is the call of your heart, how you can serve, and it doesn't have to be serving necessarily, but some kind, when you feel fulfilled and doing that, it's going to give you the inspiration. It will literally kick your butt out of the bed without any hesitation. You will just jump out and like, oh my gosh, I'm ready for this. And it's going to give you fulfillment. It's going to help and give you that alignment. Once you're aligned with what's in your soul, that is going to really boost your energy. And it's also, what can it also give? Financial freedom. Because once you find that alignment and start following that call, it can lead to that. So yeah, and this is the whole energy and energetic parts and boosting our energy. This is one of the core pillars with the work I do for helping others by hacking their abundance. Because we need, like, imagine any part of that. If your health is not right, or because you're not being like eating right, you're not treating yourself, your body right, how can you live your purpose and really do your soul mission on the highest level or with full potential? How can you live an energetic life if you have all those other parts not aligned, like even the thoughts and, you know, your belief system is not right? If you don't even believe that you can do it, all that, and it's going to drain your energy. So yeah, these are the parts that we need to align. So this is one core pillar to be able to biohack our abundance. So that's what I'm here for. Oh my gosh, I could talk about this, one of my favorite topics, talk about this for probably 2 weeks straight. So, but yeah, I did want to provide some good tips and ideas and tools, how you can start changing your energy and energetic system and give yourself a little bit of boost and kick. I'm going to stop sharing here the slide. And yes, so that's what I'm here for. This is my soul's purpose, to provide these tools and help you get to be able to live your full potential and live your purpose, because the purpose is one of the biggest part of our boosting our energy and creating financial freedom. So finding that alignment. And yes, reach out to me, message me. I'm going to come back soon with really, really mind-blowing trainings and cracking codes on the abundance level as well. So stay tuned and see you soon.